guys, it's been hectic trying to get these parts for this tractor. I'm heading to the next city over to go buy one more spark plug, because nobody here in this city has 4 spark plugs of the same kind. Oh man. But we got muffler to make it a little bit quieter because it's kind of loud. We got oils, we got everything to do a restoration besides for paint. Haven't decided on paint yet. We're gonna do everything else and then see what I think about it. But I guess we're gonna get back at you, or when we get back to the tractor. See y'all later. So one thing I've noticed was yesterday when I was trying to start it and get it in the shop, it wasn't really running right. And I think it's something to do with the carburetor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the carburetor off, give it a good deep cleaning, and then put it back together and see what happens. But I'm not gonna bore y'all by taking off the carburetor and show y'all everything. So we're gonna put it in time lapse. All right, we got the carburetor off. However, I think this thing is clogged because this fuel filter is filled with fuel and it's only barely dripping out. I don't know if y'all can see that. Barely dripping out. It's kind of weird. So it's a good thing we took this thing off because that means it hasn't been getting enough fuel this whole entire time. All right, guys, we have made a huge scientific breakthrough. Do y'all remember in the other video when I picked up this tractor, it was kind of at the auction yard, it was like not running right. It would run, stop, or die, you know, and then run again and die. Well, then we ended up finally getting it loaded up on the trailer and stuff. We brought it home about an hour away, and then we unloaded it, and then me and the family just rode around on it, you know, just for fun, and it ran just fine. And it ran perfect, some would say. Well, we set it down, let it park. 2 days later, in this video, I'm trying to start it up to get it in the shop, and it doesn't run. And it kind of does the same thing it did at the auction yard. Well, I was thinking it had been fuel, and sure enough it was. I drained, when I took apart the carburetor, I drained the, I let the, whatchamacallit, fuel line. I let the fuel line dangle in a bucket, and it was kind of slowly dripping out. So I took the fuel line off. It needs a new fuel line, but that's okay, I can fix that. And then it also was slowly dripping out of that bottom fitting right there. I just have it in a little tube so I can drain it. Well, I'm not sure if y'all can see it. Let me see here. See down there, it's pretty dirty, ain't it? Very dirty, and that hole right there was clogged. And that's why I wasn't getting no fuel out of it. And it's a very dirty tank. And that's just from it sitting up for so long and it being a metal tank and stuff and getting rusted. But there's a lot of sediment settling down, and that's why it wouldn't run right at the auction yard. And whenever I put it on the trailer, it shook it up so it wasn't in the way, and it ran just fine when I got home. And then setting for 2 days, it settled back down the bottom, all the junk. And as a matter of fact, this is the old fuel. It's very dirty. But that's good. We figured that out. So what I did is drain all the fuel out, and then I'm going to grab new fuel lines, and then I'm gonna take apart this tank. I'm gonna try to clean it out some way and try to get all the loose sediment out, and hopefully that's the problem. And I feel like it is, because the whole time I was thinking it has to be fuel, it has to be fuel. But there's only one way to find out, right? We got the fuel tank taken off, and now it's time to flush the system. Alright guys, well I forgot to film some of it, I believe. I don't know if I filmed all of it. However, what I did was I got some gasoline. I poured some gasoline in there and mixed it around real good and stuff, and flushed it out and poured it out, and I handled that, as you can see by the burn marks. So that it's not gonna, I don't want to hear nobody complain about it getting in the dirt or anything. It's all gone, it's all burned and taken care of. However, what else I did was I noticed there was a little bit more sediment in there I could hear just from shaking around. So I got a magnet, a super strong magnet. I put it over this cap, and I flipped it upside down, shook it around some, flipped it back up, and grabbed it, and my magnet was like nearly full when I did that, about, I don't know, 10 times or so. And I can't hear nothing else in there. And I even tapped on the sides like that, you know, but pretty hard with a little wrench, and just trying to get all the flakes off of the side. And I believe I got just about everything in there, so it should be good. And now it's gonna be time. I think what I'm gonna do, actually, I think I'm gonna try to clean this up a little bit, because we are pretty much restoring this whole thing now, and I would rather it not look like that underneath where I just cleaned it, you know. So since it's already taken apart, might as well clean it down and stuff and wipe it down and handle that and make this tractor new again. All right, we're gonna try to drain out this transmission fluid and see what happens here. And that bolt was not ever coming off on its own. Alright, moment of truth. Do we even have anything in here? Oh, there's a little bit. Oh, that's water. Oh yeah, that's water. Oh crap. That's water. That's a lot of water. Hot dog. That's all water. Hot dog. Holy crap. That's crazy. That's a lot of water. Yeah, that's a lot of water. I'm gonna, man, I don't know what to do now. Holy crap, that was a lot of water. I don't know if I should flush it out now. I think I should, shouldn't I? Maybe fill it up, run it, and then flush it out and then do it again. I'm gonna pour a little bit down the hatch. Where's my fluids at? I'm gonna pour a little bit in there, see if anything else comes out. Oh yeah. And you can see there, that's just a mixture of what I just put in there and what was already in there. Holy crap, that was a lot of water, dude. That thing was smack full to the brim of just water. No fluids at all. That's wild. I'm just gonna let that thing drain all the way. Look at that chunk that just came out of there. What was that? I wonder if I should put this thing through a sifter. And I might throw this, I don't know how much that is, probably like a gallon, maybe half a gallon. I don't know. I'll throw that little bit of fluid in there and water mixture through like a sifter and see if any metal came out. Oh, there's so much sludge. Oh yeah, look at that. Man, shame. Look at that. Ugh. Just full of it. Just sludge. I'm trying to work the last little bit out. There's not a lot of sludge left in there, but there's definitely enough to be worried about, and I would like to get it all out. Oh, that's nasty. And I think that's why it's so loud. Like I think that's why we can hear it so well. I hear the gears grinding and stuff so well. Man, that's crazy. That was just straight water there. Just trying to get as much of this junk out of there. Look at that, it's still the same. Don't mind Drake, just being Drake. Doing them Drake things, I suppose. I wonder where all this water got in there at. Man. I should probably figure that out. Oh, man. Now I'm gonna throw some more in there and try to flush the last little bit of that junk out of there. Oh, it's a nice little mixture. Man, this tractor is gonna be happy by the time I'm done with it. Holy crap. Alright, I'm just gonna let that drip dry. I'm just gonna let that finish dripping while I go clean up my hands. And then I'll show y'all how to tell how to tell how much fluid you put in it. And we'll fill it back up and close this side up and then move on to the oil. And hopefully the oil ain't the same way. Man, that would suck. Alright, well, I can't get this bolt out, and this one right here, I believe that's the one that you use to check your level. And you open this up, or you unscrew this one, and once fluids start coming out of this, then you know it's full. Well, I can't open that. And I've tried heat, I've tried everything, I just can't get that thing to budge. So I don't know what to do about that, which I'll know by the end of this video. So we're just gonna let that sit, and then we're gonna move to the oil, which the oil bolt that's stripped too, of course. But I think I got a way to open that one. I have only one of these, and it just happens to be the right size. So let's hopefully we don't damage anything in this process. I pinched my finger. Hot dog. Oh man, that got me good. It's just so loose on there. I don't know if that's good enough. I don't think it is, to be honest with y'all. Nope. Golly. I just can't get it to go on there. What the heck? Oh yeah, that's not even gonna think about going. Gosh dang it. I hate hitting at this bottom of the oil pan like this. Like this right here. Yeah, it's not even budging. Gosh dang it. We might have to Grind a new tip on this, make it a smaller, but make it more of a square. Just so I can get a pliers on it. It sure would be nice for it not to be stripped. Gosh dang it. I really like to, I really like to drain it before I take the whole oil pan off, because I would like to take the oil pan off so I can get a new seal on there because it is leaking. But honestly, it doesn't sound like there's anything in there. Does it? Guys, is this motor? Well, dude, if this motor doesn't have any oil in it and it ran so good for that little time, I'm gonna freak out. Well, I guess the only thing I can really do right now is take off this oil pan and just hope I don't drop it all over me and the floor. I'm just taking off these bolts for this oil pan, and of course there's one bolt that is a different size. Why? Does that make people steal your oil back in the day? You gotta remember, this one goes in the front middle hole. Wow, a lot of these bolts are different. Holy crap. This one, with a smooth one, goes in the front left corner hole. Just saying this to y'all, so if I forget, I can come back and watch my video. That's a good thing about YouTube, or filming the stuff you do, because then you can just come back and look at it. This other one goes in the front right corner hole. Let's get this oil pan ready. Let's move this torch. Oh crap. Every single bolt is a different size. Literally every single bolt is a different size. What the heck? This is gonna be a pain in my rear end to get back up in place. I hope it doesn't matter. I really hope it doesn't matter which one goes where. Gosh, dang it. Why couldn't they made this easier for a fella? Okay. Really wish I had another person here. We got 2 more bolts. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screw the far one. Make sure y'all can see this oil fall on me. I'm gonna unscrew this far one over here. Oh yeah, she's gonna stay. I should, ideally. Okay, now there's no bolts. Now I just gotta pry it the rest of the way. Okay, I'm gonna need more oomph behind me. Okay, let's see if we can't do this without making a mess. Okay. Wow. I think whoever painted this put so much paint on it that it ain't gonna come undone without some very serious encouraging. And this is what's scary to me because I have to encourage it so much that's gonna just drop eventually. I don't want it to drop and get oil all over, or if there is oil in it, I don't want to get any oil all over myself. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna throw one bolt back in it. Let's see, let's throw this middle one right here. We'll throw that bolt in it. And then we'll also throw this bolt back in it. Just so it doesn't fall all the way down on top of me. go. All right. Now I believe, yeah, just our bolts that we put back up in there are holding it in now. So now, moment of truth. Let's see two things. Let's see how heavy a old oil pan is. And then also, let's see if there's any oil in here. Okay, well, we have figured out something here. I think I need to take this thing off. I have to take this off in order to take this freaking pan off. They make it so hard just to change oil. Okay, I'm gonna throw, let me see if this bolt fits. It sure does. Okay. I'm gonna throw another bolt in there just so we don't have a catastrophe again. Or okay. And then it's this bolt I'm talking about. This whole bottom thing of this, I think this is a drive shaft casing or something. I know it has an open hole right here, so I know there's no oil in it, but this bottom half is holding the back of the pan in, which is very interesting. And it's leaking from inside of there. And that's how I know, that's why I think there's not a lot of oil in it, because I know it is leaking oil. I'm not sure how long it has been leaking oil, so. Oh crap. I get, oh, there is bolts up there. Just so y'all know. Let's throw that bolt back up in there. There's also some frames up in there, or some wraps up in there at one point. Man, there's a lot of oil up in that. And there is bolts up in that, so I don't know how the heck I'm gonna get that undone. It's a whole bunch of rat crap, dude. Oh, I need another napkin. I don't know how I'm gonna reach those bolts. I can't reach those. I have to get a super long extender for it. Let's see if I ain't got them in here that can't help. Oh, buddy. I sure do have an extender. I didn't think I did. Man. No wonder why this half of the thing wouldn't come undone. Okay, so we're gonna do the middle one first. What the heck? It's weird, this middle one is the opposite, or is the same size as the rest, but the front middle one is not the same size as the rest. Okay, we're gonna set this down over here. And we're gonna lose that probably, but it's okay. Alright, yeah, this thing has the same the smooth part on it. So this bolt right here was taken off the back left, or the back right, I guess it would be. Okay, that bolt was taken off the back left of the oil pan. All right, well, I guess now I gotta get these things off now. I'm actually, I don't think there's much oil in there. Let me go to the other side to do this so y'all can see it from this side. There definitely ain't much oil in there because it is super light. But there's a little bit, I think.